Very simple one. Hey Mark, can I use the law of attraction to get rich? Okay, that's a very interesting question. But to answer your question, yes, you can use the law of attraction to get rich, to get success, to get health, to get relationship, to get whatever you want. You can do it to do that. But specifically, I think we're talking about money here, or wealth. So let me show you how you can do that. The first lesson, or the first thing you gotta know about what the law of attraction is. The law of attraction is energy matching energy. It's vibration frequency. It's a match on the quantum scale, on the quantum level. It's energetic patterns. It's not logical. So let me give you some steps that you can take to increase your abundance or money mindset or money consciousness. The first step is you have to invest in yourself first. In order for you to gain rich money success, yourself have to match that. So you got to start taking care of yourself. You got to start dressing the way you'd like to see. You got to start to pamper yourself. You have to start to treat yourself like you're already royalty. Remember now, we're not talking logic, we're talking energetic. Now it moves to the next thing. If you're too frugal, you're not going to manifest riches or a lot of wealth. Frugal, listen, popular to contrary demand. I know investors will say, well, save, spend less, save that. That's logic. But if you're someone that wants to get your mind to bring more money in, when you have all that money, then you can start to do whatever the other stuff to save and all that. But we have to remember that we're dealing with the unconscious or subconscious, which is an illogical mindset. So if you want to attract money, you have to see more of everything. For example, if you're going to the grocery store and you're buying the, like what they call the no frills thing, if you're not buying the name brand thing, if you're trying to decide to, okay, I could save my money by buying this is 20 cents less. What are you training your mind for? You're training your subconscious mind that less. When it comes to the universe and other big stuff, yeah, less is more. But when it comes to money, less is more in a negative way. So you're training your mind for less. So if you see the thing you want, buy it. If it's a name brand one, you buy it. Don't try to compare or try to save. Well, okay, I gotta try to save this money. You're training your mind for limitation. Again, I have to repeat. The universe and the law of attraction is energy. It's not logic. Logically says, yeah, but your mind, your subconscious mind will see what you're doing. Oh, we like to save. Oh, we like to do this. So you're going to continue to save, which is not, you're not going to build up. Now, I'm not telling you go out there and splurge. There's a difference here. I'm just showing you steps that you can take to increase. If you go outside or you're at the restaurant and you tip the guy, it says $5, tip him an extra $3. Tip extra more, give a little bit more. Things like that is going to open up your wealth consciousness. And that's how you're going to start to get more money coming in, more abundance. See what I'm showing you? The next step, dream bigger. Start to see everything as if it's already done. Visualize. You got to start to learn how to visualize your goals. Oh, I love that I can just zoom in and zoom out. You have to start to visualize what wealth is. But the most important one is you have to stop having like what's called a frugal mindset. Now, I'm not talking about being, that's why I want to put this to you. There is common sense of savings, but some people take it to the extreme. Their minds get inundated with, oh yeah, I gotta, okay, what's cheaper? What's the less? Okay, that's $2, but oh, this one is the brand that you're training your mind, people. If your mind sees that you're open, you're going to get more openness to come in. That's it. The next tip to get rich using the law of attraction is the practice of visualization. Can you visualize wealth in your life? The next step to gain wealth in your life is to talk it and speak it into existence in the form of affirmations. Why am I so rich? Why am I so wealthy? Why is it easy for me to make so much money? These things will start to open up your wealth consciousness. Now you will start to attract more money. Remember what we're dealing with, people. Energy is going to look for the same energy. Logic is going to look for logic. When you do logic, you're on a conscious level stuff. When you do the energy, you're on the creative side of manifesting. That's when you're going to bring in the stuff you want. That's when you're going to start to see the results. That's called wealth consciousness. Look, give an example. have before with me, right? Before I won the lottery, and my mindset was like, when you're growing up, you have this limited mindset from your parents. They're like, money's hard to make. You gotta like conserve. You gotta do that. You gotta cheaper. Then what I was noticing when I kept doing that, I was just getting cheaper and cheaper. But what I realized, wait a minute. So what if I just act more wealthy? What if I just tell my mind like I already have it, like it's coming, even if I don't totally have it, but the mindset you're having it. The best way I want to put it to you, your mind is so illogical that it believes anything you tell it. So when I started doing like that, I started seeing more abundance coming into my life. I said, oh man, so this is how this stuff really work. You gotta act like it is, and it becomes what it is. Some people call fake it till you make it. I don't like to call it fake it till you make it. I like to say faith it till you make it, because it's an act of faith that you're putting out, that you're expecting it to come into your life, and your mind will bring it in as experiences of abundance. Now you can do this for all you can do this for all across the board. You can do this for your relationship, for health, for any avenues in your life. This is the way you're going to use this stuff to get in. And let me talk a little bit about how this stuff really works and why you have to do it that way. The first important thing you have to understand is, when it comes to the universe manifesting law of attraction, there is no logic in that stuff. Logic doesn't exist there. Logic is only in the critical thinking mind. When you're in your critical thinking mind, where else you are? You're in a mind of limitation. Critical thinking is limitation. Illogical thinking is aspiration and abundance. Because when you go into illogical thinking, it means that anything is possible. The reason why they call it illogical and logical, because they create the set that, oh, it's illogical, therefore it's hard, it's impossible. That's why they call it illogical. Oh, you can't do that. No, you can't just do that. Logical says, well, yeah, it's possible. You got to get out of all of that. You got to be a little delusional in your life of what you want, because it's yourself that is going to create your experiences. It's point blank. And every single person here has what they call a wealth consciousness, an abundance consciousness. Next thing you can do to use the law of attraction to get rich, start using subliminals, subliminal messages, binaural beats, mass subliminals, theta state subliminals. Go to bed and sleep with those things, man. They will empower wealth into your consciousness. Right? Yes. So you're matching the energy. So when you start to do these things and incorporate them on a repetitive pattern, that's when you'll see a lot more abundance coming into your life. And hence, there you go. You can use the law of attraction to get rich, because now your subconscious is seeing more and more. If you train your mind to see more and more in everything, what do you think is going to happen in your life? You're going to get more and more. If you train your mind to see less and less, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to get less and less. So the biggest tip is frugality is cool, but if you're someone that just specifically desire wealth and abundance, you cannot be too frugal. No, listen, you're not going to splurge, but you cannot be too frugal. You have to set the bar for your mind. You have to show your mind that I deserve this higher abundance and I know it's coming. And the beauty of it, your mind that does this stuff is so infinite. It can find so many avenues. That's why you never entertain. The next step, if you want to use the law of attraction to get rich, stop thinking in lack. Stop associating with lack. The people you associate yourself with will determine the amount of success, money you make in your life. Point blank. If you have friends that are cheap, that are tight, that aren't talking about advancement, you're going to be that way. If you have friends that are in high aspirations and want to make more stuff of their life, you're going to be that way. If you're watching stuff on the TV with people not doing anything, they're just chilling, you're going to be that way. But if you're watching the program with how people become millionaires, how people make more money, and you're going to be. There's a saying that someone said to me. He said, look, if you're hanging around with 5 friends that are broke, they're not ambitious, they're not talking about doing things, they're not talking about motivation, they're not talking about anything, they're just living and just surviving, and just like they're in a state of lack, you're going to be the 6th person in a state of lack. If you have 5 friends, or you're talking to 5 people who are mentors who are very successful, they make a lot of money, they're millionaires, whatever. If you're associated in that arena, if you're following that, you're going to be the 6th millionaire in that arena. That's how it works. So the most important one is your surroundings and the energy. The people you talk to, the people you associate with. The people you talk to, the people you associate with, they are exchanging your energy, and they will rub off on you, and you will pick up their habits. So that's why, doing this thing, sometimes you gotta be a solo person. You gotta be a solo mission, because to build yourself, to get to that level of the abundance, you're gonna have to just chill off from a lot of people and build yourself. You can't go around with your friend no more, because you're saying, "Damn, he always talking. He don't have any money. He's always asking, the cheapest I can get it for." That's what your subconscious is gonna create, man. So when you start to do those things, it's gonna, because again, people, we're not talking about logic. We're talking about energy. Energy follow. Your mind is looking at the energy. If you're in a lack energetic pattern, you're going to continue to experience lack energetic pattern. If you change it and you start to put it in an abundance pattern, you're going to start to experience abundance pattern. And when you start to experience things, I'm talking about physical experience here. I'm not talking about just no little oh, I'm seeing the signs over here, there. No, you're going to start to see things. You're going to start to see money coming in. You're going to start to see opportunities coming in. You're going to start to see a whole bunch of stuff coming in. You're going to be in a lack mindset if you're experiencing lack in all areas of your life, not just financially, in your relationships, in your health, in your finances, of course. That's an indication you're in a lack mindset. Now, you're going to be in an abundance mindset if things are starting to go good in your life. You're starting to see more prospects, more opportunities, things are moving forward. That means you're more likely in an abundance mindset. So if you don't like where your mind is or your life is right now, then you got to adjust it and change it. And it's really easy to change. You just got to start to think different. That's it. Start to think different. The minute you start to think different, the minute you start to change the vibration and you start to change the field of the energy around you, then it starts to change your mind. Once you change your mind, people, you change the world, because the mind is world. Always remember, mind is matter. Mind creates matter. Matter is mind. So once you change your thinking, once you change your surroundings, once you change your environment, once you start to act a certain way, get up and dress up good, man. Put on the nice clothes, do that stuff. It will bring the energy of wealth into your life. You will start to see it. Your mind will believe it. Once think about your subconscious, people. Once it buys into a belief, it actually starts to manifest and create it. Now you're going to have the numbers following you, especially the 8s. The 8s are about the money, and the 7s are miracles. You start to see those, then you're entangled in that realm, in the faith, and you'll start to create so much abundance in your life. All right, guys. So use that. Boom. And I'll see you guys next time with some more questions.